in order to get us off to a flying start, I'm going to introduce the Right Honourable Baroness, Dean of Thornton-le-Fylde. She is chair of the Runways UK Advisory Board. Among the many roles she has, she is a board member of the National Air Traffic Services, and also she was chairman of the Freedom to Fly campaign in the early 2000s. She was the very first woman to be elected General Secretary of a major manufacturing trade union, SOGAT, the Society of Graphical and Allied Trade. She was hugely effective. I remember at the time when she was heading the printers' battle with Rupert Murdoch in the 1980s. So she is now going to set the scene for today's programme by explaining how Runways UK has come about and what its attending wishes to achieve. Please welcome Baroness Dean.
Thank you very much, Kirsty, and good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of Runways UK to this very important conference. Well, living on an island as we do, we can't change that fact. Our transport links are important to us both economically as a nation and also socially. Aviation is critical to that, and most people would now agree that recognising the challenge of climate change and local environment impacts, there is here in the UK a clear and present imperative to resolve the problem of capacity. Well, many of us probably think, well, we've been here before. And perhaps we sat in rooms like this, in conferences like this, and nothing's changed. It was all too difficult and too easily deferred for another day, or perhaps better described, another parliament. And perhaps those taking part in those debates were all aligned, either politically, ideologically, corporately, financially, or in some other way. The formation of the Airports Commission in 2012, under the very able chairmanship of Sir Howard Davis, gave us what is surely our best and possibly our last chance of identifying and then delivering the right solution to the capacity problem. And we're delighted that Sir Howard is with us this morning. What we believe at Runways UK is desperately needed is a genuinely independent platform for public debate on the issue, and this, in fact, is what led to the formation of by a small group of individuals of Runways UK. Runways UK is aligned to no individual interest, either within the aviation industry or outside it. The Runways UK small group that set up a group of 3 individuals, led by Rod MacDonald, set up an advisory board, and I chair that. Within the advisory board, we have an impressive list, very widely drawn, of individuals, and their names are in the event guide, together with an equally impressive group of supporting organisations, as you will see there on the stage. I'd like to thank all of them for their support and advice in bringing this conference together. I would suggest you've got a range of speakers, the like of which have not been brought together before. Runways UK is independent. It will remain independent. It has no preference for any one of the shortlisted options. It will not be opting for any one of them. We will not be asking you today to do that either. So yes, we are independent, and we're reliant on no one individual organisation for financial support. The organisers have taken as their starting point today Sir Howard's statement last October that there is a need for at least one new runway in the southeast by 2030. And we're hoping to be holding further strategically timed events through to the final report of the Commission, which is due in the summer of 2015. You'll see from the event guide for today that we have an exceptional programme, which we hope will give you a balanced, big picture view of the economic, social, environmental and political landscape. All of these will be with a national context. This is not an issue solely about London and the South East. And so I'm particularly pleased that Nigel Schofield, Director of Cheshire and Warrington LEP, is with us. And when he speaks, he'll be bringing a message to the conference from the Chancellor of the Exchequer. You are, of course, also going to hear for the first time the complete lineup of the shortlisted options for future expansion, which were included in the Commission's interim report published in December. They were narrowed down from over 50 submitted schemes, and these are the ones which Sir Howard and his team believe demonstrate a credible business case for commercially viable and sustainable development at a proposed site. So it's a wide-ranging conference. We think you're in for an interesting day. We also hope you're in for an enjoyable day. And with that, I would now like to hand back to Kirsty, but you're very welcome, and I hope you find the day fulfilling. Thank you.